Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Natasha Sanders, and I am back with another Tasha's Bibles Venting. And today we're reading from book Exodus 20 verse 12, and it reads, "Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God give thee." So today is just a simple line, and as we know, Exodus chapter 20 is the 10 commandments, and it's a commandment that we honor our mother and our father so that things could go well with us. Basically what I take from that is that we have to understand that our mother and father are our parents, and we must respect them. We must obey them. We must do everything that they ask of us to do. But we live in a world today where children talks back to their parents. In my day, we get smacked around for stuff like that. We can't talk back to our parents. We can't even, what are we thinking we can't even say? But nowadays, children are talking back to their parents. They're not listening. They're doing what they want to do. And this commandment that God gave us, honor your father and your mother, is a commandment. And when God commands things, that's something that we must do. So I'm here to tell you today that you have to honor your mother and your father if you want to live long. You know, when you start disrespecting your parents, things start happening to you to where you don't know, why is this happening to me? If you think back in life, you know, if your parents are still here, have you been obedient to them? Have you been obeying every word that they said? Have you ever opened your mouth and told them how you felt? Well, if you've done that and things are not going well for you in your life, that's why. You can't go around disrespecting your parents and think that God's going to be pleased with what you're doing. You have to respect your father and your mother. It's very important because that's our lifespan. They're the one who brought life to us. You know, they're the one who care for us. They're the one who make sure we was okay. You know, they feed us. They put clothes on our backs. They do everything what they're supposed to do as a parent. And sometimes I see these kids be like, "Oh, leave me alone, mom," or they slamming doors. And I'm an 80s baby. I couldn't do nothing that stuff to my parents at all. There's a thing that's called the belt. They will swipe you with it. You know, but for my Haitian people, I don't know if y'all understand the iguas. My mama loved that. So, in other words, the iguas, to maybe translate it in English, it would probably be the whip, what they beat the horses with. But the Haitians had their own little short one where they beat kids with. But my mama had the one that had 3 of the whips on it. And boy, if you was bad or whatever, you sure gonna get that whip. And I used to get it the most because I was just one of them kids that I just was out of control. I mean, I wasn't bad or disrespectful or nothing like that. It's just I did things that, you know, was worth getting a beating for. So, as we know, you know, Exodus 20:12 is one of the commandments that God has for us. And if you go on to read it, there's other things, commandments that God put on there that we must follow. So Exodus 20, start off from there and read it, because those commandments are happening in this world today. the idolatry, the committing murder and killing and stealing and people lying and all this stuff is happening in the world today. And by it being a commandment of God, we must obey God's words. We must obey God's words, because these commandments are very important, and that we must follow them, because those are part of our rules that we need, specifically our guidelines, you know, so that we won't do what's written in them commandments, so that we can go to heaven. I have a little backstory on that. As you guys know, in my previous videos, I talked about me being in a church which was a cult, and one of the things that they used to use was that verse. They made it seem like God was talking about their God, because like I said, the church I used to attend, they had a God the Mother and then had God the Father. So meaning, you know, we had a mother God and a father God. So they would use this verse to make it seem like honor your father and your mother, and they made it seem like it wasn't talking about our parents. So it's very critical that people would take stuff out of the Bible and use it for their advantage. So don't let nobody steer you wrong. Honor thy father and the mother is your actual parents, the one who gave birth to you, the one who helped raise you. It could be anybody, because sometimes people have step parents, people have foster parents, and they're still your mother and father that was placed in your life to take care of you. So we must obey them. If you want your life to go very wrong in your life, then disobey your parents. That's totally up to you. Go ahead and do that. But if God is saying, if you don't obey them, your life ain't gonna go well with you on this earth. So if God's saying, honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord give you, meaning your life gonna get cut very short by disobeying your parents. And I don't know about you, you know, I don't want to live life for a few years and die. You know, I'm very fortunate to have a mom in my life that I respect and I adore and I respect fully and I obey. I've never disrespected my mom. I never even spoken back to her. I had siblings that did it, but I wouldn't dare. I'm afraid of my parents. I was afraid of my mom, my dad, even though I was a daddy's little girl, but I was afraid of my parents, and for good reason. I go through stuff in this world, but it's not compared to what a lot of people go through. You know, I probably go through little things, minor things, you know, and I'm okay with that because I know I have to go through some things. I'm a child of God. But we have some people that go through worse. You know, I knew a few people where, you know, they disrespected their mom so bad. And I think they was like 13, maybe 12, 13, 14 years old, the most, and lost his mama. He was living with the mama and the grandmother. He was always disrespectful to his mom, and he was always disrespectful to the grandmother. Do you know God took the grandmother first, and in the following year, it was the mother first, and then it was the grandmother, like, or was it the other way around? Either way, a year after each other, both was taken from him. And I'm pretty sure now he probably realized, like, wow, I was so disrespectful to these people. God took them away from me. You know, sometimes that's how God punishes you. He takes people away from you that you didn't like you didn't appreciate the person that God put in your life. And so the fact that you didn't do that, God can sometimes cut your life short or cut that person's life short. And it's all in the way God explains to us that honoring your father and your mother is a very crucial part in your life that we must follow. It's a part of the commandments. We shouldn't take it lightly. We shouldn't want to think that we're above our parents. That, you know, we got some kids who think they know it all, and they be trying to do sneaky stuff that they think that you don't know. Like, come on, I'm an 80s baby. I've been there, done that. So you can't fool me. We know the tea. And speaking for experience, you know, I'm a mother of 3, and, you know, sometimes my kids be trying to, you know, sneak and all that stuff. Like, baby, no, I've been there. You're not going to do that to me. Because I know the rules. I know the ropes. I know the game. So don't play with me. But respecting your mom and your dad is a very important thing. It's a very important thing. You want to be successful in this world, respect your mom and your daddy. Some people, they disrespect their parents and don't even care. And then, you know, another thing too, I done, you know, came across some people where, you know, they hated one of their parents. And then when they just started to get attached to the parent and they started to get along with the parent, God just took them away. And guess what? It hurt you even more, because I was like, because it'd be like, I was just starting to get closer to this person, to this parent, and God just took this parent away from me. And, you know, that's how God gets you. That's why he said, honor your father and your mother so it may go well with you. So it may go well with you. They got people today, you know, they disrespect the mom or they disrespect the dad. But sometimes if it's a girl child, they disrespect the mom before they disrespect the dad. And they always with the dad. And then we have the boys who are mama boys, and they'll disrespect the dad before they disrespect the mom. It's a flip thing, like, you know. But either way, I don't care what that parent did to you. I don't care if that parent left you. I don't care if that parent beat you. Whatever the case, you still need to respect them. You still need to honor them. Because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here. So honoring your father and your mother is a very important commandment that God has given us that we must follow. Read the rest of the Exodus. Read Exodus down into the last commandment. It's very serious. You know, if you guys want me to do the rest of the commandments, I will do it. Just put it down in the description box below. I mean, in the comment section, and I will do it. But today, this verse just stuck out with me because you see a lot of children, like they talk back to their parents. I couldn't talk back to my parent. And I ain't gonna lie, my son one time, he was into a conversation that only adults was having, and he was saying stuff he's not supposed to say. I smacked him. You know, the old school parent came in, like, bound, like, don't play with me. When grown folks are talking, you stay out of it. We have parents who have children who butts into conversation. We have parents who let the kids butt into adult conversations. Like, wait, hold on. No, that's a child. Keep that child in that child's place. Adults having adults conversation, that child don't need to be in it. And it irks me to see parents allowing their child to be a part of adult conversations. That can go wrong in so many ways, so many levels. Because one thing about kids, they're gonna be like, oh no, you said this, mama, when you was talking to such and such, and wow. So conversations with adults, keep kids out of it. It's not a child business. And I hate to see when adults talking, and then another thing too, you starting to see kids hitting on their parents. Like, excuse me? I wish you would. Not me. I don't care how old you is. You're gonna get a pop. You're gonna get a beating. You're gonna get a beat down. Sorry. So honor your father and your mother so it may go well with you. It's very important that we understand when God says something, we must obey. We must obey. It's very important that we do it. So we need to understand that this Bible is here to guide us through this life here on this earth before God called us home. And trust me, I would love to see you in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so the verse of the day today is, again, Exodus 20, verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So, it's very important. Please honor your father and your mother. Please don't, all that other stuff y'all got going on. No. It's cherish your mother and father, because they got people today who miss the heck out of their parents and they wish they was here. And we got the ones who got their parents and they just out of control. So don't be one of them kids where, you end up falling in love with that parent and then God taking that parent away from you, all because you was no obeying them. Okay? So take that into consideration and honor your father and your mother, please. It's very important. And if you're new to my channel, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel. I would like for you to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, let me know what was it about that you didn't or you did like in the comment section below. Turn on the notification bell for every time I upload a video so you be the first one to know. And I would love that you share it if you did enjoy this video, because we need to spread this word about children respecting their parents, and it's very important. So this is all I have for you guys today. I want you guys to know that God loves you. I love you. And I pray that you all have a blessed day and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.